I note with satisfaction that in the last 10 years, the French assistance through FW has increased substantially from 18 million euros or about 2 billion Kenya shilling to 1 billion euros to date, which is about 110 billion Kenya shilling, to finance various development projects, mainly in water and sanitation, infrastructure and environment, among others. These are critical sectors of our economy as spelled out in our Vision 2030. Your Excellency, today I'm again delighted to have signed with you 2 agreements. One in respect of Lake Victoria Water and Sanitation Project for a total of 5 million euros grant, or 560 million Kenya shilling. And the other one for the Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Project, KISIP, which is a concessional loan amounting to euros 35 million or 3.9 billion Kenya shillings, which will cover 27.5% of the total project cost. I note that the World Bank, through the International Development Association, IDA, will fund 60.5%. The Swedish International Development Agency, SIDA, will fund 6%, and the government of Kenya will fund 6% also. Your Excellency, the Lake Victoria Water and Sanitation Project is part of a bigger regional project around Lake Victoria involving Tanzania and Uganda. The project has a significant sanitation component with a major objective of protecting Lake Victoria. Your Excellency, Kenya is currently facing rapid urbanization. Notwithstanding the positive effects like employment opportunities, urbanization has adversely impacted on the environment and social well-being of our society. It's against this background that the government of Kenya, with assistance from development partners, launched a series of initiatives, Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Project. Indeed, included geared towards transforming these evolving municipalities into centers for economic growth.
I just want to give you a few concrete facts that we're talking about 45 informal settlement in 16 different urban areas. So that's Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Kericho, Eldoret, Malindi, Embu, Kitui, Naivasha, Machakos, Nakuru, Garissa, Kilifi, Nyeri, Kakamega, and Kiambu. Very concrete. It comes after, in the steps of a first water and sanitation project that the French Development Agency already funded in Kisumu for 39 million euro. And following the completion of the first project, Kisumu residents connected to the water have access to this water 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, which is a great achievement for the region. But we all know that the population is still growing, that we need to anticipate on the coming needs, and considering that Lake Victoria is a regional asset for neighboring countries, we needed to work on a more ambitious project, a broader project, to provide more water to the people of Kisumu, and not only, also Hahero, Maseno, and Darajambili. But also to work on the waste management, which is very important to preserve the quality of the lake. So we're very pleased to continue what we had started with other projects, to do it jointly with the EIB and the European Union. And talking about water, which is one of the concentration area of our assistance to Kenya, I'm pleased to announce that we'll be able in 2016, I hope thanks to the cooperation of the ministers, to sign other projects dealing with the Mwache Dam for the Mombasa region, and also with the Riru Dam for the Greater Nairobi region. So it is an area of concentration for us, and we continue to work on that field.
And the project comprises of 4 components, basically strengthening institutions and project management. That is very key, because we want to ensure sustainability. And the other one is enhancing tenant security. That is the second component. The third component is investment in infrastructure and service delivery. Infrastructure and service delivery. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, some of these informal settlements, really, accessibility is a major issue. And not only the other, of course, key infrastructure needs. And then, of course, we need to plan for growth. Because as was mentioned earlier on, our population, particularly in these informal settlements, is growing at a very rapid rate. And it's imperative for us to plan for it. This project has been in existence for quite some time, as the ambassador said, way back in since 2011, July 2011. Have there been any achievements? The answer is yes.
This has gone a long way in helping us realize our constitutional obligation under Article 43 of ensuring access to water, which is now a human right under our new constitution. This is also going a long way in helping Kenya hasten her steps towards realization of particularly SDG number 6, water and sanitation for all, by 2030. With what has been put in so far of our 3 great cities, Nairobi, Mombasa, and Kisumu, I think this puts Kisumu ahead of the other cities. I think with completion of this project, Kisumu will be well on its way of being water secure by, up to 2032. And we just want to thank you for your continued support, and not just for Kisumu. There's so much that you're also doing with us here in Nairobi. The Northern Collector Tunnel that is ongoing. The Ruiru Dam, we are really hoping that we'll be able to get this signed by next year. And these 2 projects will also go a long way in ensuring we address the deficit, the water deficit here in Nairobi, once we complete the Northern Collector Tunnel. In Mombasa, we're very pleased when we were in Paris to have signed a water purchase agreement, which was one of the conditions by the World Bank to hasten the Mwache Dam project. And we believe once Mwache Dam is completed also, Mombasa will join Nairobi in joining Kisumu on the road to being water secure. I think for all this we want to thank you, and particularly for Kisumu. What had already been done was very substantial. The main challenge was really distribution. And I think with this we should be able to increase distribution to the residents of Kisumu. We will be able to increase access to water for the residents of Kisumu. And we look forward to continued partnership.